This is Trish Smith. Welcome back to our channel, Trish's Timeless Travels. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying inside during these stay-at-home orders. I hope you guys are just being healthy right now. So today's video, we're going to talk about Carnival versus Norwegian cruise lines. I know a lot of you guys have been asking questions like, you know, we know that all the cruises are going to start resuming service here in July 1st and August 1st. And a lot of people are like, okay, which one should I go on? Which one is better for me? Well, I can't tell you which one's better for you, but I can tell you our opinion on the 4 things that most people ask about on cruises: the food, the entertainment, the service, and the cabin. So we're going to talk about those 4 things today and what our opinion is, who wins what in those categories. So we're going to start first with the food. Food is subjective, so you can't say that one is always better than the other because everybody's palates are a little bit different. Food is definitely subjective. However, I do want to say that we did have a different experience on Carnival versus Norwegian. So I'm going to start with Carnival. So Carnival Cruise Line has multiple options for you that are included in the price of your cruise. So these are complimentary to your cruise price. One of our favorite places that we love to eat on there is Guy's Burgers. We absolutely love Guy Fieri's burger joint on there. It's called Guy's Burgers. It is included, and the burgers are some of the best you'll ever have at sea. With that being said, they also have Blue Iguana Cantina, which is a taco place where you can get tacos and burritos there and taco bowls. Very delicious, very good. The food always tastes very fresh there. And again, it's complimentary. It's part of your dining package. The buffet. Now, the buffet sometimes can be very hit or miss. And of course, we know that buffets are going to be a little bit different going forward on cruise ships. But the buffets can be a little bit hit or miss. You can have, sometimes the buffet is actually the same thing they're having in the dining room, unfortunately, on some Carnival cruise ships. The variety is pretty good. A lot of times it has a little bit more variety than what you're getting on in the dining room, but the variety is usually pretty good. The main dining room, or abbreviated MDR, where you go in and sit down and be served by your wait staff. The food in there is pretty good. Obviously, it's a la carte, so you're ordering it based on, I mean, you can order as many as you want, but it's still a la carte, so you're ordering it based on a set menu versus just walking around picking and choosing as you go. They also have the Seafood Shack, which is a nominal price. The pizza place, which is included. The deli, which is included. All of those taste phenomenal. They're absolutely fantastic. And so Carnival does get high points for their food. Now, with Norwegian Cruise Lines, they had phenomenal food. So the buffet was enormous. You had a lot of variety in the buffet, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You had different dining stations, so whether you wanted pasta, whether you wanted Italian, whether you wanted Mexican, whether you wanted Indian. They had a live pasta cooking station in the buffet. And by the way, we were on the Norwegian Epic on this particular cruise. The dining options were just endless in their buffet. The main dining room, the sit-down dining room, now there the food did not shine. The food was not great in the main dining room that we ate at on the Norwegian Epic. But they did have some other options that were included that were fantastic. We ate at the Noodle Bar, which was great. It was an offshoot to the teppanyaki restaurant, which again was fantastic. It wasn't upcharge. That is one of their specialty restaurants at the teppanyaki, but it was an upcharge. But the food in there was absolutely phenomenal. It was absolutely fantastic, and it was a great show for that. They have on some ships, it's called Oceans, which is a play on words, oceans. It's called Oceans. It's an Irish pub bar. They have some of the best wings you can ever have. The burgers there they can't hold a candle to Guy Fieri's burgers, but they had a burger option, but the wings were what you go there for, and those were complimentary as well. And so unfortunately, we're going to have to make a choice, and we're going to have to go with Norwegian on this one. So Norwegian definitely, hands down, had the better food choices in our opinion. Next, we're going to talk about entertainment. Now, we're going to, again, start with Carnival. With Carnival, with the entertainment, you have, on all cruise ships, you have a cruise director, which is the person who's sort of the entertainment director on a ship. With Carnival, you definitely know who the cruise director is. You see them on the first day of the ship, first day of sailing, sorry, when they are are getting the sail away party going. They're out there, they're high energy, they're high energetic, they're doing the conga lines, they're doing the wobble, they're doing everything. Is you meet them really on the first day, and that's kind of how they set the tone. And then you see them throughout the cruise, doing different things like the Motown Review and places like that. Carnival has other little offshoot things for entertainment, like karaoke, trivia, things like that. It's just a lot of fun going on all around. I mean, they are called the fun ships, so there's a lot of fun going on around our Carnival ships that you can plug into the nightclub, all that fun stuff, the glow parties at night. There's just a lot going on with that. But also they have other entertainment like the main what do you want to call it? The main theater shows. Now those take. Some of those need help. Some of those had some good shows, and some of those had some shows where I literally walked out because the screeching was terrifying. It was like, ugh, I can't do this, honey. And I got up and left. Then there was other entertainment like in the atrium where you had people like maybe doing dual violins. So there was always some type of entertainment that you could go in depending on what you wanted. The comedy show is always fantastic, whether it be the PG or the R. They have, like I said, the cruise director actually does shows sometimes at night, the main theater, like the love and marriage type shows, which are hilarious. So the entertainment is high energy on Carnival. It's high energy. On the Norwegian ship, again, you have a cruise director who is kind of the person that sets the tone. They're out there having fun. They're being energetic. But unfortunately, on this particular cruise, we met our cruise director, but we only saw her really like twice the whole entire cruise. We really never saw her leading the charge in the entertainment side. Now, were there things to do? Absolutely. They actually had a Broadway show. They had again, we were on the Norwegian Epic. They had a Beatles tribute band in a specific little area. They had all types of things that you could do. You could do, it was called it's a game show. What is it? Deal or No Deal. You can actually pay for cards to go do Deal or No Deal, which was really entertaining, really fun. People were winning great prizes. They were winning money toward their, on their onboard credits. They were winning, like somebody could have won a free cruise. They didn't win because they didn't take the deal. But it was, or they took the deal, I guess I should say. They didn't go all the way to the end. And now their glow party, they had a glow party. It was a white party and you had the glow sticks and all that. It was so lame. It was terrifying. It was terrible. The sail away party, it was probably about 30 people up there. It was lame. It was terrible. Again, we didn't really see the cruise director up there at the sail away party really getting it kicked off, getting it having a lot of fun. It was kind of lame. So I have to go with Carnival on the entertainment. That Carnival definitely stepped the game up and brought their A game when it came to entertainment. Service. So now we're going to talk about service. So with service, we're going to again start with Carnival. So with Carnival, we had a phenomenal time with our crew, with our room steward, which is the person who makes up your room, make sure that you have everything like ice, and makes your bed, make sure your bathroom is clean, make sure your balcony is clean. We're balcony people. We always get a balcony. Make sure that your balcony is clean. And generally that person introduces themselves on the first day of the cruise. They come while you're there, or they leave a little card saying who they are, and then they get to know you. They get to know they call you by name. They ask you, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Do you need extra towels? Do you need any, what do you need? I'm at your service is kind of how it starts off with them. And then throughout the cruise, you'll see them. They leave the little towel animals for you, and just make it really cute. Make things really, really great for you. The main dining room, we eat in the main dining room a lot because I'm on vacation. I want people to serve me. The main dining room, generally, if you have a set seating time, you get the same wait staff every night. That helps with the service because they get to know your likes and dislikes. I drink lemon in my water, so after a day or two, they kind of know to go ahead and bring a plate of lemons to the table because I'm going to ask for some lemons. They get to know me. My grandson was actually on the the Carnival Elation, and he ate pizza pretty much every night, and then he'd always order a second one. Well, by day 3, the wait staff just brought him a second one. They didn't even wait till he asked. They brought him a second one first time around. So they got to know us really well. The any other place that we went inside of the ship, if we were just out walking around on the Lido deck, people would say, "Hey, do you need a drink? Do you need anything?" Everyone was just very helpful in the spa, and they were asking, like, "Do you need water? Is everything okay with you?" It was just very, very helpful, and everyone had a very spirit of service on the Carnival ship. Now, on the Norwegian ship, there was actually one person, and I hate that I don't know her name, but she was always by the buffet when you came in, and she said, "Washi, washi," and she just had a very vibrant personality. She was just fantastic, and she was just a wonderful person. But the reason why she stood out to me, because she was the only one. I don't even remember meeting my room steward. Like, I don't remember in a 5-day cruise ever seeing our room steward. We would come back and the room would be clean and everything would be to our liking, but I would have to leave a sticky note saying, "Can you put ice in the bucket?" Or, "Can I get 2 extra towels?" or something. I don't remember ever even seeing my room steward on the Norwegian ship. The main dining room, they don't have set dining times. They have freestyle dining. So I would have different wait staff every night. So I never got that personal connection. I never felt like, they know me, I know them. It just I didn't have that same feeling. It wasn't warm on the Norwegian ship. It was like, "You're here, have fun, we're here to serve you, but you're just somebody on the ship." So I'm going to have to go ahead and give the point to Carnival when it comes to service. Now let's move on to the room, the cabin, or stateroom, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to start with Carnival. So our Carnival stateroom, we always get a balcony, pretty much always get a balcony. I've only been on there with maybe a couple of times where I've had an ocean view, but that's it. We're balcony people. So I'm going to do comparisons, apples to apples, with the balcony versus balcony instead of trying to do the ocean view versus a balcony. The balcony cabin on Carnival was very, very spacious. It was very bright. It was very comfortable. I could get around. I had a decent amount of storage. My balcony was small, I guess is the best way I can say it. It had 2 small chairs and a small table that I could sit out. I could pretty much, if I leaned back in my seat and put my feet up, they would touch the rail. That's about how big the balcony was. The bathroom was pretty typical. They're all small on all ships. The bathrooms are all pretty small. But it was laid out in a way where it was functional. So I had, basically good storage in the bathroom. What I always do is bring a over-the-door hanger, see-through shoe hanger, and put all my toiletries in there. That way I can just make sure I have my own space. I create space in my cabin, if you will. So everything in it was pretty comfortable. The bed was pretty comfortable. Everything was pretty comfortable and pretty spacious and laid out in a way that made sense. On our Norwegian ship. Now, the one thing about our cabin that I literally hated was that the bathroom was actually broken up. So there was a toilet on one side, shower on the other side, sink kind of in the room. So if you had a water closet for the shower, water closet for the toilet, and then come out and wash your hands. Now, I was on this ship with my husband, so it was okay. And this is the only ship that's designed like this, by the way. All the other ships have regular bathroom designs. I was on here with my husband, so it was okay. But one of the things that and you had a curtain where you could separate the bathroom from the rest of the bedroom, but it was just so weird. It was so odd. But one of the things about it that I thought was so uncomfortable, if I would have been on there with anyone else, was the fact that if it was dark in the room and you didn't close that curtain, when you went in to use the toilet or to use the shower, if you turned the light on inside of it, I could see your silhouette through those glass doors. So if I would have been on there with someone other than my husband, that would have made me very uncomfortable. So that was the bathroom layout. Now the rest of the room was fantastic. We had a very, very comfortable bed. It had 2 reading lights that actually moved. Will kept playing with them like he was at a drive-thru and kept ordering food on the reading light. So those were great because I like to lay in the bed. The television was in a good spot. We had an enormous amount of space. We had so much storage space where we could put things. We had baskets, we had drawers, we had cabinets, we had closet. I mean, we had an enormous amount of storage space. I actually didn't even need to bring out my over-the-door shoe hanger because we had so much storage space. Our balcony was huge. It was so big, we actually had a chase lounger and 2 chairs and a table to sit out on the balcony. And we were on kind of the last end of the ship before it curved. So not all balconies were that big, but ours was. And so that's the one I have to go with. And it was phenomenal. So if I ever, when the next time we go on a Norwegian ship, I say whenever, but I know we're going on one soon, actually. We're actually going to get that kind of balcony, because being able to lay out on my balcony on my own chase lounger and listen to the waves was by far the best thing that they could have ever given me. So barring the bathroom situation, it was a phenomenal room. So I'm going to have to go ahead and give that point to Norwegian Cruise Lines. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Definitely when you're ready to book your cruise, whether it be with Carnival or Norwegian, please make sure that you give us a call, get in contact with us. Our website is going to be in the description. And we cannot wait to see you guys out there on the high seas. We cannot wait to see you. So definitely stay tuned for the next video, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We appreciate you so much, and we hope all your travels are timeless.